Hey, what is up guys, ocram1993 here, and today's video is going to be a personal video because I will talk to you about my personal experience at the Remote Duel Invitational that happened to be on the 23rd of May 2020, and I will talk to you about what happens and how was my personal experience, as I said before, because it was really important for me since it was the first time I got invited directly from Konami to attend to one important event. So I was really glad about that invitation and about the whole event. So before we start, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, leave a like on the video if you find it informative. Consider backing me on Instagram as well, so follow me as ocram1993, follow me also on YouTube, and follow my competitive Yu-Gi-Oh team, the Omnia Players, both on Instagram and on Facebook to check what we are doing. So as you can see, you can also see one of my videos in which I talk about Remote Duel Invitational. If you missed it because it was on live stream, you can go on the Yugioh TCG EU Konami official YouTube channel, and you can find the whole event recorded in here for you, so you can see all the matchups that happen to be. And in this event we were 16 among the best Yugi tubers from all around Europe, so that's the reason why you don't see the other names like Simo or Team Samurai. This was just a European event, and I saw in the comments that a lot of people didn't know about this, so this is just YouTubers from Europe, okay? So there was Farfa and some other cool Yugi tubers. I knew some of them like Schattenspieler, Yugioh, and I'm really glad that I had an occasion to talk to them once again, to stay with them, even if it is in a digital way, staying together, but it's still something. And I get to know some other YouTubers, which is pretty cool. I get to stay in touch and in direct contact with the commentators, which is really important for me. It can seem really nothing for some competitive players, for people who is used to this, but for me it was really great because it was the first time, and I hope it will not be the last one. So I'm really glad about this that happened, and I'm really glad that Konami was able to arrange this event because it was not so easy to prepare everything. I will give you some backstage also if you want, but first of all I feel that I have to say something about the match with Farfa. As you know, my my performance was not the best, and I feel also guilty about that because there were some cheats and misplays and illegal plays connected to my matchup, all on the Farfa part, because I did pretty much nothing in the duel with Farfa. And basically the first match was me against Farfa, which was pretty cool. Yeah, I dueled Farfa in live stream. It's so cool for me, guys. So I think you can understand me. You can understand the pressure that we had. Maybe not for Farfa because he's used to this, I guess, but also the other small Yugi tubers surely felt something for this tournament, which was a really cool tournament. So as you can see, and I want just to clarify some things because I saw really bad comments both on my side and especially on Farfa's side. I talked to Farfa personally. I know what happened. I was talking to him during the whole match, so I know what happened. You can trust what I'm saying, and Farfa can confirm it. So basically what happened, I won the dice roll, but I was going second, so I let Farfa going first. I didn't know what Farfa was playing. Of course, he was playing Adamantipator, so that wasn't a good choice at all. So basically what happens, the first illegal play that happened to have in here was Farfa using a Foolish Burial in order to send a block dragon to the graveyard while the Herald of the Arclight was on his side of the field. So this meant that this was an illegal play because the block dragon should have gone into the banished pile directly. What happened though is that neither me nor Farfa nor the judge noticed this when this happened. So the illegal play was seen afterwards, after my draw phase. So the judge suggested to us that that was accepted game state, and Farfa was really honest about that, because he was the first one to say that that wasn't accepted game state, simply for the fact that he didn't want to use this to his advantage. Okay, so I trust Farfa. He didn't make this on purpose, for sure. So that's it. That's what happened, and we both appealed in order to change the decision of accepted game state, and Farfa was able to rewind everything back. There was a huge pause, and Farfa rewinded everything, so his final board was a little bit different without the Apollo melee. That's the thing, but it didn't change for me because of the Abyss Dweller. So his ending board was Borderless Savage Dragon negated for 2, Herald of the Arclight, so it was kind of like a Macrocosmos plus an Omni Negator, the Abyss Dweller negating the whole graveyard to a dinosaur player, which is really bad, and a Nightmare Cerberus instead of an Apollo who's negating for 3. What happened afterwards is that I bricked so hard. As always, I made a lot of test hands before, but I got never a brick such the one I had. You didn't get to see my hand. My hand was Fossil Dig, Oviraptor. With the Fossil Dig I added Miscellaneosaurus, and then there was Giant Rex, Overtex Coatlus, and Petit Pteranodon. 3 monocopies, okay guys, 3 monocopies, totally unplayable, especially with no graveyard at my disposal because of the Abyss Dweller that Farfa used into the standby phase. So he detached from the Abyss Dweller, my graveyard was gone, and then as a 6th card I drew into my Dark Ruler No More. I already knew that won't change anything, but for the meme that was a cool move, so I activated the Dark Ruler No More, shutting down the Borderless Savage and the Herald of the Arclight, but I cannot do anything as well anyway because my graveyard was shut down by the Abyss Dweller, and as you should know, but I know that not everyone or you knows, the Abyss Dweller is a lingering effect, so that will stay as it is, so it's already activated, and Dark Ruler No More is not able to negate the lingering effect of Abyss Dweller. So I was not able to play from the graveyard at all. I just activated the Fossil Dig, adding Miscellaneosaurus, and then I normal summon Oviraptor in order to add the Final Conductor Tyranno, but I had no way to put 2 monsters into graveyard in order to summon Tyranno. I could have activated Miscellaneosaurus to send it from the hand to the graveyard, but I wasn't able to, of course, banish the Miscellaneosaurus to get to Aiolo in order to go Chambara and generating 2 monsters into the graveyard and go into Tyranno and break everything because of the Abyss Dweller. So now you know why I just summoned Oviraptor and beat it over the Herald of the Arclight. So the first misplay led to this and was rewinded, but there's actually a second misplay and illegal play that Farfa did. I still think that he did not do that on purpose. So basically activating Monster Reborn, and kinda like no one noticed this, nor me, neither me nor Farfa, neither the judge, just a couple of people into the live chat I see that noticed this. He went into Monster Reborn to go into the Raptide, and then he activated Raptide's effect in order to excavate 5 and special summon the Koaki Meru Guardian. What people doesn't know, and I didn't notice as well, and that's the reason why I feel guilty also for this, is that Raptide summons in defense mode. So this was not OTK because the Apollousa was for 3, so it was 24 over an Oviraptor, which was an 18, so it is just 600 damage plus 3k of Borderless Savage is 36, plus 17 of Dweller, plus the Raptide is not enough for game, and I don't know what else he can achieve on this board because it was a top deck once again. So basically, if we didn't have this misplay, I would have drawn for turn, I don't know what, but it doesn't matter. Even if I activated the Abyss Dweller once again, I was able in my own turn to discard the Miscellaneosaurus to the graveyard for his effect. And since I had both the Oviraptor and Miscellaneosaurus to the graveyard, I could have banished both of them, summoned the Tyranno, and beat over everything without activating a single effect that can be negated by the Border Savage or the Apollousa. I mean, it can negate the discarding of the Miscellaneosaurus, but that won't change anything at all. So it would have been probably game, since I had also the Petit Pteranodon and it was a top deck. So that's what happened in this duel. I just want to explain, not to roast, not to flame. I'm still sure that he didn't do that on purpose, also because no one noticed this, okay? I'm just feel guilty because I didn't know that. I didn't notice the Block Dragon stuff, and I didn't know the Riptide was able to summon only in defense mode. So that's what happened, okay guys? It just happened. I'm sad because it was a great opportunity for me. I could have probably moved to the second game, I mean to the second match, since it was best of one, which was pretty unfortunate on my side. And it was a great occasion to promote my channel as well, but I'm still happy because I get to know some other people. I get to duel against Farfa. I don't know if it will happen maybe again in the future, probably yes. And that's what happened. So I just wanted to say and clarify, because there are a lot of people attacking me for not doing anything with my dinosaur. Trust me that I can pilot dinosaur well, because I'm playing this deck for like 3 years. I know how to play dinosaurs. I didn't have the Archosaurus because I wasn't able to get them in time, because we didn't have so much time to prepare for this, and there is the whole lockdown situation that in Italy is pretty much bad. So that's another reason and another explanation that I have to do. But nonetheless, there's some people, I don't want to show the comments, some people also attacking Farfa for the cheats and misplays, but I'm pretty sure that he didn't do that on purpose. So this was just to explain the duel part. Then the whole event was took by Schattenspieler, and I hope that I pronounce it well, which is also one of my friends from the JPG. So I'm really glad that he was able to win also this invitational after the Duel Links Invitational. And my experience was overall good. We took a couple of days to prepare everything. We were in contact via Discord with the commentators of Konami, and it was really good to hear their voices talking with me directly. It was pretty cool of an experience. Also playing with Farfa, even if I did almost nothing, it was pretty cool of an experience once again. So I really want to thank Konami to put all of this together, and I know that the experience also for the viewers was like we were in the same exact room. So before just criticizing what Remote Duel is and criticizing what Konami is doing, just know that Konami is doing its best to let us players to play the game we love once again, and let the OTS stores being able to once again sell their packs and creating tournaments via Discord and via Remote Duel. You can go and check out the Konami Yugioh page also to get some other information about Remote Duels. And if you are interested in it, I can provide another video in which I will talk about on Remote Duel Explained. So since I had this occasion to test the Remote Duel in first person, I can give you some more information on how does it work, how to set up your Remote Duel setup, also without spending money and without buying other stuff. So I will also talk about the pros and cons of the Remote Duel and try to deconstruct some of the cons that people is kind of like getting crazy because of kaijus and stuff like that, but they are really easy to solve of problems. So that's it for today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below what do you think about this experience, and if you're happy for me and if you want to support me, subscribe to the channel. If you're not already, leave a like on the video if you find it informative, and consider following me also on Instagram and on Facebook as ocram1993, and consider backing also my competitive Yu-Gi-Oh team, the Omnia Players, both on Instagram and on Facebook, and see you in the next one.